Hi everyone, it's Shamila Ramjawan coming to you from the Red Corner Show in Johannesburg, South Africa. It's Women's Month in South Africa, and on the Red Corner Show this month, we showcase 31 inspiring women on 31 days. And today I have Beatrice Yesufu from Nigeria. She's the founder, executive director of a nonprofit organization called Christian Widowers Empowered. CWWE. She's also a pastor of RCCG Parish in Nigeria. Beatrice is also a certified leadership coach from Shatter the Limits Masterclass USA 2020. Good evening, Beatrice. Welcome to the Red Corner Show. I'm so honored to have you on the show.
Well, so much grateful to God and to you, Dr. Shamila, for having me in your show this evening. And it gladdens my heart to speak to the women in South Africa and even to the world entirely.
Wonderful. So before we go on into the chat, please tell the audience a little bit about yourself, background, anything that you would like to share with us.
Thank you. Hello all over the world and to the women in South Africa. My name is Beatrice Omowumi Yesufu of the highly esteemed Christian Widows and Widowers Empowered Initiative, Nigeria. I am a mother of 3 children. I became a widow 10 years ago at the age of 34. I studied mathematics. I'm also a pastor in one of the RCCG Parish in Nigeria. I also manage my late husband organization called Mayor Property, and I do other little work to take care of my children. When I became a widow, I was devastated and trauma so much. I needed myself, and I was also looking for friends that the same situation even in my journey. I live in Nigeria. For instance, I'm the only widow of my age, according to me. I keep on looking for solutions, and I went on the internet search for widows organization in Nigeria. I found some parts of my country from US, and I joined some of them. From there, I started gaining experience and making friends with other widows all over the world. The inspiration I got from other women, I discovered that what is peculiar in my country also happened in other countries. That was how I developed the idea and inspired by God to start a group for widows, for young widows in Nigeria, called Christian Widows and Widowers Empowered Initiative. By the time I was 2016, we is on the and gradually we keep on growing in number and was registered as an NGO in Nigeria. And today, by the grace of God, we have developed a curriculum with our children, which we have run this curriculum for the past 3 years, 4 years now. The curriculum based on the economic of widows, the spiritual well-being of widows and widowers, the emotional well-being, the mental well-being, and the spiritual well-being. If you look at the total well-being of women, of human beings, if every part of our well-being is normal, that is when we'll be able to live our life rightly. So we have developed this curriculum, and we make sure that every month we come up with a program to suit this aim, so that widows in Nigeria, in Africa, and all over the world live their lives in that sense. Thank you.
Wow, that is amazing. You're doing such incredible work. Well done to that. We know, I mean, I have firsthand experience of being a widow, and I know there's lots of challenges that we face. But what was the major challenge that you faced 10 years ago?
Thank you. No, being a widow, most of us, especially as a person, nobody wants to identify as one, especially at the initial stage, because of the trauma. And will I say, people, when people know that they're a widow, there's a way they look down on you. Some will even say she kill her husband. Some will say she could not take care of her man, that is why the man died. So the shame was there. I was afraid to tell anybody that I'm a widow. That is within myself. I faced that trauma, that challenge of not being able to confront my challenges at the initial stage of my widowhood. I don't want anybody to know that I'm a widow. And that's exactly what many young widows are facing today. Why? Because the society are not encouraging us. Once they know that the widow, some will detach from such. They don't want to be your friend again. They don't want to come across, they don't want you to come near them. But may I remind you, widowhood is not contagious. That I'm a widow does not mean that you become a widow, because it is not a disease. And
Mhm.
that is the narrative we are trying to change today. That come out of your hidden place. You have the ability and the strength to shatter the limits. Let's come together as a widow and let's help ourselves to live our life. That is one of the challenges that I face at the initial stage of my life. Another challenge is that the environment we find ourselves, the in-laws, they are not supportive. When a man dies, it is as if let the woman also die. Let it be one. Let everything just end like that. Let us share their children. Let us share the property. That is the thing. That is the ideas that always come to the mind of people when a woman is bereaved. Yes, I know. When a man dies, the family suffers, they are not happy. But may I bring it to your notice that the woman also suffered the trauma. No woman is happy that is without a man. We all suffer it. If the in-laws will be able to see to that life, that everybody at that situation is bereaved and are suffering that loss, then the family of the man will not be victimizing the widow. We have seen a lot of talents where properties were taken from the woman or is being chased out of her home as a result of saying that possibly to kill her husband. But I don't think there's any woman that would want her husband dead. So those are the challenges that I face. But God helps me. Although there were a lot of voices rising, but God strengthened me that I was able to stand the test of time. There are other challenges that are confronted by other widows in our community, in Africa as a whole. Different cultures with different society with different cultures. Even in Nigeria, things that happen in my community, in my state, differs from how they confront those in another community, or
Mhm.
in Ghana, or in South Africa, or in Rwanda. Different countries, different areas, different cultures. But we are trying to let everybody know, no matter the culture, any culture that is outside the Bible should not be taken by any widow. Any culture that violates human rights should not be acceptable. Any culture that demeans you as human should not be accepted for any reason. We are all human. We have right to live our lives without being subjected to
Yes.
any form of culture that devaluates us.
Yes, but I'm so glad that you're there and you have the voice and you're helping lots of people get through that trauma. But COVID-19 has come, and there's a lot of widows and widowers now. What would be your best advice for the young widows?
Thank you. So the young widow has there, if you find a man to remarry, try and remarry again. I know it may not be easy because when I was 34 and I lost my husband, if anybody asks me to remarry, I'll say, what is this person saying? Why will you have to marry again? No, 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 no. But with the time I've spent, this is the 11th year now. If you find a man that wants to marry you as a young widow, to have young children, fortunately there is no substance, no property or organization left by your late husband, or no money in the bank, no resources to take care of them. Instead of you to be wallowing in poverty or begging to eat or to take care of your children, if you find a love, yes, it's not that I'm asking to marry because of responsibility anyway, but for your mental wellness, for your life also. If you get a man that will marry you, why not try to love again? It's very important. It's very important. Secondly, I want to tell the younger widows out there to put themselves to learn a trade or become learn any creative, be creative. What you can use your hands to do. It will help you to come out of trauma. After bereavement, don't just sit down inside the house and be crying. Go out there. You can go and learn a tailoring. You can go and learn a fashion designing. You can go and learn anything that you can use your hands to do in order to help yourself, help your children to become self-sufficient and live your life rightly. Moreover, God factor is very important for widow of any stage or widowers. Most of the experience that are with other widows out there discover that there's spiritual undertone for untimely death. Most of the time, or from experience from other widows of the story we've had, we discover that some of them miss it spiritually. And we all know that spiritual control the physical. When things go wrong spiritually, then it will affect physically. There are some stories that we have had. If a man will have been able to come together with their wife in one accord, you'll be able to have some occurrences. But when you have find yourself in a situation like me, I want you to take God factor very, very important. Seek God. Pray. Pray with your children. Have communion with God. Let the children also know the way of the Lord. And you
Yes.
see that His promises for a widow will keep on radiating upon your life.
I so agree with you. Just be independent, pray, and yes, God will provide. You just have to be out there. And also, I would add to that and say, just follow your passion. There's so many people that are skilled and they don't know about it until they really go out there and try to see what they're good at. And, when you attempt something, then you know that it's something that I can do and I will do. And, people are making businesses out of it these days, becoming entrepreneurs. But just on that note, I know you love fashion. Tell me a little bit about fashion designing and your love for fashion.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shamila. I love to look good. I love what I do. I love myself. That's another thing. Love yourself. We should not, it's not just that they did not love me. My mother-in-law did not love me. My brother-in-law did not call me. My church pastor did not call me. Love yourself first.
Yes.
Show yourself adequate love. Take care of your body. Take care of yourself. I love to wear good clothes. Then I discovered that when I started doing my tailoring, there's some material.
I think I lost you there. Are you still with us?
Yeah, combine. You can make your dress for yourself. You can make dresses for your children as well. That's why I said,
Absolutely.
yes. So when you love yourself, you want to get yourself something good, something befitting, something beautiful, something neat, something simple at times. Then you live your life in that way. On
Mhm.
my function, we are trying to help women to become self-sufficient. So we got some sewing machines. So we have sewing machines where we are training widows on how to make dresses. Then some of them, they've already know how to make dresses. They have learned their tailoring somewhere, but they do not have this for to buy the equipment to start up. So
Mhm.
our organization, we give, like last year, we give sewing machines to a lot of widows to start their business. Like this year now, the machine we have now, we are training widows on tailoring. We have some professional in that they are making dresses. Some of our friends outside the country, they already requested for addresses, which we have is on the way to US already.
That's
We have some,
amazing. Wow.
yeah,
Fantastic. Well done.
we'll make one for you.
Yes, please. I want everything. I want the headgear as well. So I want the whole thing. I love them.
Okay.
I love them. I love the African outfits.
Yeah. So we make a lot of dresses from here. Then we sell it to some of our friends so that
Uh-huh.
the money can be used. Instead of you begging for your uncle to send money, begging from auntie to send money, begging from church to send money. If you are doing something and it's bringing money for you, it will help you a lot. There's
Yes,
a
for
program
sure.
that's coming forth in Dubai by October. It's a program by UN. I believe and praying we'll be able to make it there. We put our dresses there to sell. Some of our widows are made, they cannot come. We put all of the dresses together and push it to international world or international market to sell. Then get their money and give them their money. Life continues.
Lovely. That is amazing. So proud of you, Beatrice. Just
Thank you.
keep going and, just spread that knowledge because there's so many people that can learn from you as well. You're making a huge impact and a difference in Nigeria. But
Thank you.
just in closing, what is your message? As you know, it's Women's Month in South Africa. What would be your best inspirational message to women out there?
Oh, so the women in South Africa, I want to encourage you this evening that being a woman, you are so powerful and you have the ability to shatter the limit. Do not allow anything to limit you. Believe in yourself that you can even break the glass ceiling and get to the as high point as you desire. Whatsoever you desire in your heart, you can have it at hand. So do not allow anybody to limit you. Live your life, pursue your purpose with passion, and you excel in all things.
Love it. What a nice way to end the show. Love
Thank
yourself. And we are limitless. We women are limitless, that's for sure. Thank you, Beatrice from Nigeria. I love chatting to you on the show. I wish you all the best in whatever you do. And to the audience, if you would like to be on the show, please drop me an email, redcornershow@gmail.com. And you too can inspire others, just like Beatrice. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you. God bless you as well. Bye bye.
Bye.